Hey everyone, I wanted to elaborate on the last video I shared about the ICD-10 code updates that happened recently. I'll connect to that in the video. I'm Kym Toson. I help insurance-based therapists learn how to bill insurance correctly and accurately so they don't have to pay billers a fortune. If you follow me on Facebook in the Insurance Billing for Telehealth Practitioners Facebook group, or if you're a member in my Bill Like a Boss group, you probably heard me say this about a million times that the prolonged session codes or the extended session codes have been deleted. And starting January 1st, 2023, we're not going to be able to use those codes anymore. So this is important because we all use these codes sometimes. The codes 99354 and 99355. They're pretty important to a lot of us in our practice. So I wanted to take a minute and make a video specifically about this, just in case you missed it in my other video. So we all use these sometimes. We go over that 90-minute mark of a session because these codes pick right up at 30 minutes after the 60-minute session, and then 30 minutes after that, and so on and so on. So they were a good supplement for us that were doing longer sessions, 90-minute sessions, 2-hour sessions even sometimes. And so if you're a clinician like me that's trained in EMDR, you might have been using these codes occasionally. In the EMDR training, you learn specifically that each session should be at least a 90-minute session. So you're doing the pre-stuff and the closing processing stuff, but in the middle, you're doing a ton of processing with the clients. And sometimes you can't even begin to get that all in a 53-minute session. So these prolonged codes were really helpful and useful, particularly for clinicians that their whole practices revolve around EMDR treatment. So the 99354 and the 99355 were actually really important for a lot of people doing that type of treatment. So these were excellent extender codes for people that were doing EMDR or even family sessions. Those of us that specialize in family sessions or couple sessions, you might have been using these codes too, because I don't know about you, but it's really hard to do like a good family session in 53 minutes. It's tough. So a lot of people were using those extender codes for treating families, if that was their specialty, or even occasionally doing that. So these extender codes were super helpful for us, and they've been deleted. So as I know right now, there are no codes that meet this criteria for prolonged sessions, extended sessions after January 1st. Nothing's replaced these codes. So basically, you're stuck with that 53-minute session that most of us use for most of our sessions. But as I was saying before, if you're doing family sessions or EMDR sessions, or just your session goes longer, it's not a crisis because there's codes for that, but it just goes longer and you need an alternative to just that 90837 that you're billing, you can't do it anymore. Now we are stuck with this 90837, a 53-minute session, and you could go on forever in that session if you want to, because it's 53 minutes plus. So technically it just, there's no end really to these. So it's a little bit frustrating. I know we're all frustrated with this. I just wanted to talk about it, let you know what's going on with it. It's something to keep in mind. If you've been using those extender or prolonged codes, you're going to have to rework your practice if you're using those regularly with the types of sessions that you're doing. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're setting healthy boundaries around it. You're letting your clients know that starting January 1st, you're no longer going to be able to do these 90-minute sessions or 2-hour sessions with them because the codes have changed and their insurance companies are not going to pay for these extended sessions anymore. Now, you could still do the sessions with them if you want to. You don't have to stop doing them, but you're not going to get paid for them like you were before. You're only going to get paid for the 90837. So, I think this is a good message just to bring to everybody. Start rethinking how you're going to reframe that with your clients if you were depending on those codes to help you bill for these extended sessions. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, remind you guys that this has happened, remind you to change the way you're doing your practice if you've been relying on these codes, and just generally keep you up to date with all these changes so you're billing correctly and accurately in your insurance-based private practice. Okay, so click subscribe at the end of this video. I'd love for you to follow me. I'm putting out videos like this all the time to keep you up to date on all the changes in our insurance-based private practice world. I'd love to have you join my membership, Bill Like a Boss. We have a meeting every single week with myself and 2 billers that know everything about insurance billing. It's a live meeting weekly. So anything you're stuck with, we help you with that. I give extended content like this, much more in depth than what I'm giving right now in this video, to help you do everything pretty much perfectly in your insurance-based practice. So you don't have to hire billers to help you. You can do it on your own, and you can get it all set up so it's running smoothly, and you don't have to worry about if you're going to get paid or not, because we help you set it up correctly from the start. Okay, take care. Have a great day.